What's up, guys? Welcome back. Allow me to introduce to you your new favorite weeknight or meal prep recipe. Today we'll be making Tuscan salmon. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right, guys, meet me in the kitchen. Let's make it happen. First things first, you're gonna need some cherry tomatoes, 1 onion, and 1 head of garlic. Today, I'll be showing you guys how to make some roasted garlic. You can use roasted garlic to enhance the flavor of a sauce like we're gonna do today. You can also add it to your garlic bread. You can put it in mashed potatoes. The garlic really softens up nicely in the oven and the flavor gets a bit more concentrated and kind of sweet. And the best part is it's super easy to make. All you gotta do is cut the end off like you see me doing right here. Peel some of the skin off, preheat the oven to 400 degrees and place that garlic right in the center of that aluminum foil. Drizzle it with a little olive oil, hit it with some salt and pepper, or you can use my all-purpose seasoning, which is a blend of salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. Wrap it as tightly as you can in that aluminum foil and then place it in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. And then, my friends, you're gonna have an absolute cheat code of a recipe ingredient. You can do this in bulk also if you wanna do like 3 or 4 heads of garlic, that'll work too. Now we're going to go ahead and boil our pasta noodles. Make sure you salt your pasta water. You can use whatever pasta you want. Today we're using spaghetti noodles, but you can use linguine or fettuccine, even penne. Next, we're going to prep our onion. We want to peel the skin off the onion. Only going to need half of a yellow onion for this recipe. You can save the other half for your omelets in the morning. Use a sharp knife and dice the onion into small bite-sized pieces like you see me doing right here. There's really no right or wrong way to do this, guys. Just do whatever feels comfortable for you. As always, guys, the specific measurements and ingredients are provided for you in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. Once your onion is diced and prepped, we're gonna move on to chopping our cherry tomatoes in half. And that's really all the prep work you're gonna need to do on your veggies. Moving on to the star of the show, here we have 3 fillets of salmon. These are about 6 to 8 ounces each. I like to leave the skin on for mine. We're gonna season them up with my all-purpose seasoning. That's a blend of salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. If you haven't tried this yet, you can get yours via the link in my description box. I've provided a discount code for you there as well. And that's really the only seasoning we're gonna need for our salmon. I like to season the skin side first, flip them over, then show the other side the same love and attention that they deserve. Make sure you season them adequately. This is a low sodium seasoning, so if your all-purpose seasoning at the house isn't low sodium, you might want to go a little bit lighter. Next, we're gonna warm our cast iron skillet over medium-high. Add about a tablespoon of avocado oil and 1 tablespoon of butter. Once the butter melts, we're gonna go in with the salmon. Always lay the meat away from you and press down firmly to get maximum surface area contact. That's really to ensure that the flesh of the salmon gets a beautiful sear and crust on there. Just be intentional about it. Use the back of your fingers like you see me doing right here to press down and make sure that that salmon is making contact with the cast iron skillet. There we go. 60 to 90 seconds, we should have a nice golden brown sear. Let's take a peek. Oh man, it doesn't get much prettier than that. After 60 to 90 seconds, or when the color that you want is achieved, we're gonna go ahead and flip the salmon over. Give the skin side another 60 to 90 seconds. If you hate the salmon skin, guys, you can go ahead and remove that. I enjoy the taste of the salmon skin, but most importantly for this recipe, the skin really helps the salmon stay intact when it kind of braises in that sauce later. Then we're gonna remove the salmon, go in with that half of an onion that we diced up earlier, turn the heat down to low and allow the residual heat from the skillet to cook down the onion. Get in there with your spatula, move the onion around a bit. I'm going in with a tablespoon or 2 of capers. Those are optional, but they do add a nice bit of flavor to this dish. Capers have a bit of a lemon or citrus flavor. And now, my friends, we're going in with that delicious roasted garlic that we made earlier. You can throw the whole head of garlic in there if you really like the garlic flavor. I'm only gonna use a few cloves though and save the rest for another recipe. As you can see, they mash up beautifully and just kind of emulsify into the sauce. Give that a good mix. Now we're going in with those cherry tomatoes. Another quick reminder, guys, all the specific measurements and ingredients are provided for you in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. Allow those tomatoes to roast for a minute or two, and then we're going in with a couple handfuls of fresh spinach because health. Allow the steam to cook down the spinach. It may look like a lot right now, but we all know shrinkage is real, especially when it's cold outside or when we're talking about spinach. There we go. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. Now we're going in with 1/4 cup of dry white wine. I like a Chardonnay. Make sure you taste as you go. All right, enough drinking on the job. Increase your heat to medium high to burn off the alcohol. If you don't want to use the wine, guys, you can just use some chicken stock for that. Once that's come up to a simmer, we're going in with our heavy cream or half and half. Give that a good mix and bring that up to a simmer. As that heavy cream simmers a bit, it's going to reduce and thicken up. We're going to add a little seasoning here, a little all-purpose seasoning, some smoked paprika. You can throw some Cajun seasoning in there if you want to. A few red pepper flakes for some heat. Taste as you go and adjust the flavor to your preference. The sauce will continue to thicken up as it cooks down and reduces. I'm going in with about a 1/4 cup of fresh Parmesan cheese. You want to do that over medium-low heat, so reduce the heat when you add the cheese. Give that a good mix. Allow that cheese to melt beautifully. You want a nice smooth sauce, smoother than a 3-day weekend. Once the sauce is right where you want it, we're going to add those salmon fillets back into the sauce and allow the salmon to finish cooking in that sauce. This is like a flavor party in this cast iron skillet. This whole recipe comes together in about 30 minutes. This is super quick and easy for the weeknights, especially if you prep your roasted garlic in advance. Once the salmon hits 135 to 140, it's done, and we know it's done because we're using my digital food thermometer. If you haven't gotten that yet, there's a link for you in the description box as well. Going down with a little fresh chopped parsley for a pop of color. Say it with me, guys. Looking good. Brace yourself for a trademark money shot. We're gonna plate this up with some pasta today, but if you're trying to stay low carb or keto, you can plate this up with some veggies or on a bit of cauliflower rice or cauliflower mash. Oh man, look at that. Definitely a little food porn in this episode. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Let me know what other recipes you want to see as we head into the holiday season. You guys have got to give this one a try, though. Going down with a little fresh chopped parsley for a pop of color, and so you guys will click on that thumbnail. This has become one of my favorite weeknight meals. I gotta stop eating so much pasta, though. Moment of truth, going in for the taste test. This one is absolutely money. Definitely a fork drop recipe. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell to enable notifications. And as always, thank you for your support.